Zach Messing. Who's messing with you, Zach? Who made a mess on you? Taylor, thanks for the Spindrift recommendation. I love paying $8 for a 6-pack of ass water with a hint of well, if you'd like another recommendation, Zach, you can learn how to make these poop kernels. They're Lizzie's specialty sweet potato brownies. They're actually
those things are really good.
Yeah, they're crack. They do look like poop chunks, though. Okay. But I guess any fudge and brownie does.
Yeah. Or beef if you cook it in the right shape.
Oh, bummer. We're having an issue streaming to Twitch.
That's probably because of Sousa's show, but everyone watches on YouTube anyway.
Fuck Sousa. Can we hear you?
No.
JR? Oh, wow. Nope. We hear you loud and not at all.
I can read your facial expressions loudly.
Zach, this is another good one. In case you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now we can hear you. This is blood orange. This one's pretty good.
That's ass water with a hint of blood.
This is the one that we have to get because me and Maris both like it, and she hates the grape one. So I can't ever get the best one.
Lizzie buys grape for herself and the rest of them for me because she knows I like to chug them because I like that tingly feeling in my throat. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Dude. Technical difficulties. Guys, welcome to the Sevon Podcast channel where you can watch three dudes talk about workouts, or you can head on over to the other part of the channel and you can watch Hormozy's sidekick review a pedophile while he's taking a hike talking about CrossFit. So
you should watch our show first, but then definitely go watch Sousa's show.
Yeah, you should.
He's dismantling this guy's video and it's really fun to watch.
Well, the guy's just a retarded pedo, but
yeah.
Anyways, what are you eating, JR? Oh, grapes. It looks like you were smuggling like something into your mouth. You were like trying to hide it from us.
Like a squirrel.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know when it's going to be taken from me.
All right, are we starting with Rogue?
Sure.
Bryson and I almost got into a fist fight at the gym earlier about this.
I think you should tell everyone what the argument was when we pull up the workouts. Maybe after we pull up the workouts.
Well, I'll talk about it. Let me finish this sweet potato brownie.
Are you pulling them up?
Yeah, I'm going to share the screen.
Okay.
So I'm trying to enjoy every bite, bro. Relax. How's your day, Bryson?
It was pretty good. Rest day. Pretty uneventful.
What'd you do?
I finished notes in the morning and we did some individuals and then went home, ate food, and then coached the one in sauna and then coached 3:30.
Oh, how was the sauna?
It was good. It was hot.
Nice. I need to get in that thing so I don't lose my heat adaptation. I'm not even kidding. It's like 60 degrees in the morning here.
I just feel like it helps me sleep on rest days so much better. Otherwise, it takes me forever to fall asleep and I have so much energy at the end of the day.
Do you still sauna, JR, in that thing?
I haven't sat in a few days, but I try to daily.
Damn, son.
Says Bryson, you want me to get you something so y'all can all be talking and eating?
Daily. Ah, ha, ha. Hey, there's another show on.
On the last Shut Up and
Check
Scribble,
that out.
half the comments were like, please fuck Taylor, stop eating on the show. I can't listen to you smacking and jumping the whole time.
What was I eating?
I don't remember. Maybe it was on a Games Update show.
I think it was the Games Update show. Yeah, get fucked. That show was like right during dinner time. Yeah, sorry. I'm just going to not eat. I'm just going to not consume my sustenance so that you guys can enjoy your audio pleasures. Sorry. All right, cool. So the road qualifier workouts dropped today, and I walk in the front room, and Bryson goes, "See the road workouts?" And I can already tell he's slipping into a morbid depression as we start to talk about these workouts. And I go, hold on, time out.
I wasn't even mad.
Don't fucking interrupt me, bro.
You can't
walk into the front room. I walk into the front room, and Bryson's like this. See the road workouts? I'm like, no, what's up? He's like, they're gay. I can't remember what he said, but he said something about like, it's just
you and JR, and I said they suck.
It's just the same trend CrossFit program in general has been going. It's favoring the big dudes with high power output and blah, 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 blah. So I pull up the workouts and I got into a heated argument because I don't think that these qualifier workouts favor the big guy.
It was one side heated. I don't feel that strongly about it. I just think that it's all weightlifting biased.
You said it was big guy power output biased.
The only time I got heated was when you said that Jorge Fernandez weighs less than Guy. That was when
He's not bigger than Guy, though.
He is bigger than Guy.
He's shorter than Guy.
So?
That's not bigger.
Dude, if you saw a 5'4" guy who weighed 450 pounds and I was like, that's a big fucking guy, you would not disagree with me.
I would say that's a fat... Oh, it's not an emotional argument.
I told you this part I am emotional about.
Oh, you seem
I don't care about the workouts though.
Yeah, it's because Jorge's not big. He's a midget, basically. He's a walking little person.
Who cares if he's 5'8"? He's still a big athlete.
Bryson or JR, when you hear big, do you think tall as well?
When I hear big, I think taller than I think stockier. So, like, if you saw me and Colton, you would say JR is big because I'm tall, or you would say Colton's big because he's muscular.
I would 100% say JR is big. Don't interrupt.
I wouldn't say JR is big.
I would.
So I think it's just semantics of whatever you think of when you think of big.
2 versus 1. It's all good.
Well,
I win the argument because JR sides with me.
I win the argument because we bet $10 on the argument, and Jorge weighs more than Guy.
No, we bet $10 that Jorge didn't weigh more than Guy.
We bet $10 that Jorge weighs more than Guy.
Yeah, and I paid you that $10, but that's not the argument. The argument was Jorge bigger than Guy, and that's completely subjective, and I disagree,
right. So
and JR disagrees.
And then we want to make it objective, so we put a number on it, the weight. And
I also put the height.
I win the argument.
I also put the height. And the first thing Barclay said, you're only choosing to acknowledge one part of the argument right here. And it's going to ruin the discussion.
I never argued about how tall he was. I never said that he was tall.
You said he was big.
Right.
So were you guys saying who would do better on these between the
No, he said this is why athletes like Jorge always do well, big athletes. And I said, hey, Jorge's not big. He's not tall at all. I wouldn't consider him a big athlete. And then you pull up the leaderboard from last year's road qualifier, and who wins? Georgios Kavaris, not a big athlete. Reggie Fossa, also in the top 5. Let's just pull it up. There were another athlete, including Jorge, that are all like under 5'8" or even with 5'8". And that completely debunks his argument to begin with, is that it favors bigger.
If me and Colton both signed up for a competition that was favored towards tall athletes, he would still fuck my ass out in every workout. That doesn't mean that it's automatically now doesn't have a bias towards taller athletes. Just because I'm taller.
You said big.
I know, but I'm
not tall.
So yeah, now I'm saying.
So big. Now tall is big?
No, I'm saying because I'm taller than Colton, and if something was biased towards tall people, and he would still beat me in every single workout, that doesn't mean that automatically it's not biased towards tall people anymore. That just means Colton was that much fitter. So something could be biased towards big people, and a smaller person could still beat a bigger person. Like,
okay, so I'm just supposed to ignore all the data that we have.
No, I'm just saying Jorge Fernandez is a big guy to me. And you said that's subjective. So we said, okay, that
Georgios
is subjective.
Kavaris,
and then
Jorge
you said,
Fernandez,
okay, that's subjective, but what's not subjective
Trayvon
is that
Benton,
Harris weighs
Reggie
more than
Fossa.
him. And that was not true.
So 4 of the top 5 athletes are all under 5'8". 3 of the top 5 are, I want to say, 195 or lighter, which is not big in today's field. And only 2 are heavier than that. And only 1 is heavier and taller. So Cole Gray Shaper is like 6'1", maybe a little over 200. Jorge Fernandez is probably the heaviest, and he's also only 5'9", 5'8". So we have 4 out of the 5 athletes are not over 5'9". 3 out of the 5 athletes are not over 200 pounds. And you say it's historically favors bigger athletes. But most of the top 5 is not a bigger athlete. So how are you correct?
Because everything's biased towards weightlifting and mass moves mass.
But you're just going to ignore all of the results?
I'm not ignoring it.
Because that's also not
Jorge
true.
Fernandez is in the top 5.
If it's biased towards weightlifting and all of the weightlifting exercises are range of motion dependent, then it's not just the big guys who succeed.
None of them
If
are
all of the weightlifting
dependent.
is shoulder to overhead and squatting, an athlete like Colton, who you would not call big, destroys everyone else, and it's not favored toward the bigger athlete. Not only that, but there's also only 100 rowing calories in this entire qualifier. There's like 10 other exercises that favor having a shorter range of motion. And all you have to do is be strong. Shoulder to overhead and overhead squat are range of motion dependent. So is the wall complex.
Dependent. You can say that it favors range of motion
more than it favors a big athlete. So when I'm saying it's dependent, I'm saying the crux of
but if you want to say that it favors a strong
athlete,
athlete, then and when we're talking about the weightlifting movement,
Jason's an incredibly strong athlete, but the overhead squat doesn't favor him in any way. He is a horrible overhead squatter. He's slow as fuck.
Well, if it
is range of motion.
It favors a big athlete because it's mass moves mass.
But it doesn't. It doesn't favor the big athlete.
Bigger athletes have an easier time being stronger than smaller athletes.
So explain the anomaly of Reggie Fossa, Colton Mertens, Trayvon Benton, all those athletes who are smaller but are going to do way better on a movement like a shoulder to overhead where the range of motion is shorter, or an overhead squat where, again, the range of motion is shorter.
Explain that. To make up for it.
They're not making up for a lack. They have an advantage. You are so wrong.
Colton does not have an advantage on a weightlifting movement over someone like Jason.
Are you retarded? Colton doesn't have an advantage. JR, look up from your phone for 1 second. You need to settle this. I'm actually going to get livid. He is saying that Colton does not have an advantage on a weightlifting exercise over Jason. And you're completely not even taking into account the exercise. What specific exercise? He has an advantage in almost all of them.
Well, that's why there's weight classes in weightlifting sports.
But there's not weight classes in CrossFit. And in almost every single squatting workout in the games, I'm sure Colton did better. He destroyed him at Mayhem, all squatting and weightlifting.
Yeah, I think weightlifting is a lot different than just talking about squatting. Like, for instance, I think that when you look at I think it's workout 1. If you want to go ahead and pull them up, it'll be a good lead in.
He won the fucking back squat.
But his max jerk.
Mass moves mass, but not if it's a back squat. Mass moves
mass.
No, it does.
Colton weighs 30 pounds less than Jason, whatever it is, and he back squats that much more than him. That's really impressive.
But it's not mass moves mass.
Shoulder overhead is dependent on range of motion.
But it's not mass moves mass.
335 at the games as his max.
But it's not mass moves mass. Because Colton's less mass and moves more.
It is mass moves mass. He
has less mass. No, he has that much less range of motion.
But it's not dependent on that. That's not dependent. Just because someone has less range of motion than Colton doesn't mean they back squat more than him automatically.
Kale Lehman probably does.
No, and Mikey Swoosh doesn't.
It's saying it's range of motion dependent is incorrect. Sure. Hey, that's not the argument I'm trying to make. The argument I'm trying to make is that it's not a big guy qualifier, and that just because something is weightlifting doesn't mean it favors a bigger athlete. That is not true. So stop harping on one word and one phrase and just picking on one thing that you think you can disagree with, and take the sentiment. And the sentiment is that a weightlifting exercise is not inherently beneficial for bigger athletes. Wrong.
I think that sentence you just said is true. A weightlifting exercise inherently is beneficial for bigger athletes. And you're taking something that I said, that it favors a bigger guy. You're saying that I think now all the guys who win have to be big, and you can't make up any spots by being fitter than somebody. something can be slightly skewed towards big guys, or it can be really skewed towards big guys, or it could be somewhere in the middle. And I think that these workouts, every single workout, the crux of the workout is the weightlifting movements.
All right, workout 1. 5 rounds for time. 20 cal row, 20 overhead squats, 20 toes bar, 20 box step overs. So when you say big guy, maybe that's what you need to define. Define big.
Mass, a lot of mass.
That's all you're defining big as. Okay, so Colton's big. He would destroy Dallin.
No, he weighs
He would destroy
185.
Jason. Yeah, that's big, right? He's mass. He's got a lot of mass. Colton weighs more than 185.
Well, if he weighs more than 185, it's 190 at most.
No, he weighs 195. He'll text now. Colton, let us know, please.
Yeah, but either way, relative to the field, that's like average now is 195.
Okay, well, he has the distinct advantage on the most important movement in this workout, the overhead squat. He has a massive advantage over everyone else, and it's not because he's bigger.
Someone who's bigger than him would have more of an advantage.
No!
Even if they're just
No!
someone who's just 2 inches. So say Jorge Fernandez is 2 inches taller than him.
Doesn't have more of an advantage on the overhead. He's not. Fernandez is not
5'6"?
just 2 inches bigger than him. No, I don't know how much, but Colton has way more of an advantage, and he's smaller.
Colton's that much fitter, and he has.
That's
2
not
inches,
why he
2
has the
inches less of
advantage.
height.
That's not why he has the advantage on this workout. Are you really digging your heels in that much that you don't want to concede on a point you fucking know is true?
Dude, if someone is 20 pounds heavier than you and they're 2 inches
That's not what I'm
taller-
saying. Take Colton and take Jorge. Who
Right.
has the advantage on the overhead squat?
You're saying because of
Who
their
has
body
the
type.
advantage on the overhead squat? Answer the question.
Colton does because he's fitter.
No.
Yes.
No. Hey, Kale Lehman has the advantage over Jorge on the overhead squat.
What do you mean? If you're
Kale
talking about
Lehman has more of an advantage on overhead squats than Jorge Fernandez, and it's not because of his size, or it is because of his size, actually. And it's not because he's bigger, it's because he's smaller.
what I'm saying, and I don't. If this isn't what you're saying, then just let me finish, and then you can tell me why I'm not understanding what you're saying. I'm
Damn,
saying,
Bryson is now more
okay,
annoying
so
than
you just wanna
JY.
keep cutting me off.
Well,
What I'm saying is if Jorge Fernandez is 2 inches taller than Colton and 20, 25 pounds heavier than him, then I would say that's either level or Jorge has an advantage on a weightlifting movement.
you said that this qualifier favors the bigger athletes. So
Right.
we're just going to go workout by workout. Okay, workout 1. We have 100 calories of rowing, 100 overhead squats, 100 toes to bar, 100 dumbbell box step overs. What's the crux of the workout?
The weightlifting movements.
JR? I'm not looking. We're not fishing for any answer. You just tell me what you think.
Microphone is not working again.
Nope.
What about
Yep.
Now you're muted.
And turn on echo cancellation.
it should be on.
Okay, cool.
This workout is all about the overhead squats. The other movements are just management for the overhead squats. The step overs will be the second most important, but I also think there is it's not sneaky, but unless you're just not expecting it, every single movement in here is grip, especially the overhead squat once you put it down. So if you have a grip limitation, especially on the step over, I do think it can cause you to break more on the step overs than you want to, which could just slow you down overall. At the end of the day, though, it's just the overhead squat. The overhead squat was 115 or 135, then we could say maybe it's something else. But the way that this workout is constructed, it's all who the best squatter is. And maybe secondarily, who has the best overhead position, not just the best squatter.
So if you had to take two athletes and all things being equal, they're the same fitness,
I'd pick the best squatter.
oftentimes being the shorter athlete.
Yeah, usually range of motion wise, sure, unless they've just got a miserable overhead position.
Okay, I would agree. I don't really think anything else matters in the workout anywhere near as much as that, just because of how heavy it is. So it's honestly exacerbating how much an advantage the squatter has, or the shorter range of motion squatter has, because of it's heavier.
Cycle rate per movement. I mean, the box step over, especially if you're a shorter athlete and you're a guy, is going to take a lot longer than the 20 overhead squats, like time per rep. But if you put the barbell down, you can't pick it right back up. I think like you can pick the dumbbells right back up.
If you had to pick a bigger athlete in general or a shorter athlete in general, who are you picking on this workout? I guess let's just make
in general, I would pick a longer athlete as long as they're just not a bad squatter. But I think, especially like in the case of Colton, or maybe in this case of like Scott Tetlow, sometimes the shorter athletes are also the strongest and best squatters. In that case, I would pick someone like that.
I feel like if I'm having a list of the shorter guys at the games or the not so big guys, Jay Crouch, Justin Medeiros, Colton Mertens, Austin Hatfield, I'm picking all of them over Jason, James, etc., just because of the 155 overhead squats in the workout.
I would agree. I don't know of many guys like taller than 5'10" that, unless it's Jason on a thruster, like a really light thruster, like a 95-pound thruster, I don't think many big guys, tall guys, are really fast squatters. Do you guys? Like, I don't think of anyone that has fast cycle speed on squats that's tall.
No, but that's my whole point in saying I don't think being big inherently makes you a better weightlifter, because weightlifting, specifically weightlifting, Olympic weightlifting, is so squat dominant. And in CrossFit, the context of weightlifting in CrossFit, your cycle rate matters so much that I don't think being bigger, in my subjective opinion, when I say bigger, I think of someone like James or Jason, who not only is heavier, but taller and has longer limbs. I don't think they have an advantage there. And Jason cleaned 400 pounds, but hey, so did Colton. So again, it's like Jason being 30 more pounds, did that give him the advantage on the clean? No, Colton cleaned more.
Yeah, I think usually the weightlifting movements where the bigger, taller athlete has the clear advantage typically is when it's a max lift, someone like Colton being the outlier, and then when it's moving objects, either like a carry or a sled distance, or something like that. Yeah.
What do you think the time domain on this is? 20-minute time cap, minute for the row, easy. Ooh, wow. That's a tight time cap for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, very.
If they take 5 people again, do you think that someone could qualify and not finish this workout?
Yes.
No. Oh, you do?
I think so too.
As fast as the toes to bar and the cow row are, I think that especially the step overs can easily be longer than a minute.
I mean, yeah, you have to, everything has to be under a minute. Or like one thing has to be under a minute, everything else has to be a minute.
I think you would, I guess if I were approaching the workout, I would think about starting at like a 1300 cal per hour on the rower, which is super conservative. Trying to do the overhead squats in 2 sets throughout. So maybe like 12-8 or 13-7, but not trying to go unbroken for me. And then breaking the toes to bar twice and then doing the dumbbell step overs unbroken. I think the dumbbell step overs, I don't know, maybe I feel like I'm good at that movement, but I don't know. I don't think any of these guys should be really, it's just not a lot of toes to bar. And so I just think that's where you should take your break rather than resting on the dumbbell step overs.
I agree that you should do the dumbbell step overs unbroken if you're like someone trying to be competitive.
Wow. That's not a scale for women. I guess they're not making it. I guess they're saying that the double scale on the step over, and that the 105 is so much easier than 155. So maybe they're not giving them, as many calories. But I don't know that. I bet way more women will not finish.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think
women
I
who
qualify?
I don't know, man. I think the double scale on the box and dumbbells and the 105 is going to help the women a lot.
Yeah. This is a good question from Kiefer. So can athletes start today or have to wait until 9 Friday? Rogue. Submission portal opens tomorrow. So yes, you can start today. This guy did 100 over at squats unbroken. I challenged him to it at 95.
So Taylor, if you don't think that any men will not finish who qualify, do you think that there will be women who don't finish who qualify?
I definitely think there will be women who don't finish to qualify. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking they don't have the leaderboard up, but I guess I don't know. Like, I think this is a good workout for an athlete like Bill, who's done good at Rogue in the past until penalties. But I don't know. I just have a hard time seeing you don't finish a workout and still qualify. I don't know. Maybe I'm underestimating the workout. It is 5 rounds, and that's really, really brutal. But
5 rounds is a lot, and JR's right. Every single movement basically is either grip or affecting your grip.
Interesting. All right, next workout. 2 rounds, 30 deadlifts at 315, 225, 15 wall walk complexes. Linchpin of the workout? Balanced?
I think if it's the wall walk complexes that they did at Rogue, so it's 1 plus 2, then I think it's closer to balance. But I think if it's just 1 plus 1, it's deadlift heavy.
I think it's 1 plus 1. I think it's supposed to be 60 deadlift, 60 gymnastics reps, 30 wall walks, and 30.
I think
they did 1 plus 2 in Scotland.
I think 1 plus 1 is still way, way wall complex heavy, dominant for the athletes that'll be competing. JR?
I am just very surprised at the chunks. I'm very surprised it's not 3 rounds. The density of those 15, I think, is way harder to deal with than just getting through 30 deadlifts.
Right.
Like, I could pull 30 singles on the deadlift and be fine, but you have to do 1 plus 1 or you're just laying there. Like it's
so hard.
I think it's probably just more about how you manage the wall walk. I mean, because I don't think that weight is heavy enough, even for 60 reps. I don't think it's heavy enough to be the thing that slows down most athletes. Now, the programmers may push back and say it's not about everyone other than the top 3. And in the top 3, the people that are going to qualify, where they're going to be able to separate is going to be how fast can I also do these deadlifts. It's not going to be how fast can I get through these wall complexes. So maybe the deadlifts are going to end up meaning more at the very, very top. I don't know.
I think it would be a more even workout if it started with the 15 wall complexes. But I think especially the first 15 coming after 30 deadlifts, and then the final 15 is your last movement of the essentially 4 chunks. I just think that makes it one of the I don't know. I did a workout with 20 wall complexes like 6 or 7 months ago in it. I want to say it was like a farmer carry workout, and I laid there for forever. And that's not a movement I would say I'm bad at, but that just 1 plus 1 for that many reps adds up so fucking much. And like you said, I could do 12, 10, 8 on the 30, and I feel I can get the 30 reps done easy in under 1:45. 12 at the 0, 10 at the 30, 8 at the 1. Maybe I'm not doing that on the second round, but I know I could do that. And then the 15 wall complexes are taking me at least 3 minutes. I
was going to say, do you think anyone can do it in 6?
Oh, the whole workout?
Yeah. Do you think you could go? Do you think you could go?
I think anyone that could do it in 6 is not going to have to do the qualifier.
Okay.
Mm.
So probably seven or so are the top times.
I don't know, man. The wall complex is like so. It's so brutal. I just don't think anyone's going to be.
No, you're
under 7.
no. You're right. I'm sorry. If it was just if they were just doing 15 wall walks, then doing, they start out with 20 of the games and people were doing them in like under 2. I know the handstand push-up throws in something completely different. Yeah, with that many, yeah, you're right. It's probably still going to be like 7 or 8.
I think the fastest people on the wall complexes will finish their last round of 15 total. The 15 reps alone, no faster than 3.5 minutes just for that set of 15. So I think it's closer to 12. I think it's a closer to 12-minute workout. I think I would allot 90 seconds for each set of deadlifts, and that's 3 minutes. And then I would allot 3 minutes maybe for the first set of wall complexes. So you're at 6 minutes. Oh okay. Yeah, man. I think the best times will be between 8.5 and 9.5 minutes at best. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have said it would be 2 minutes on the complex for round 1, and then maybe on round 2, 3 minutes. But yeah, I wonder if it's 1 + 1 or not. The rep team last year on the back squat that was 1 + 2 was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that wall walks favor a shorter athlete? Like, do you think a wall complex like this would favor an athlete like Colton over Jason with the knowledge that it's potentially a 60-inch forward tape line and a 10-inch backward one? Meaning if they're going to go like hands on the line to hands on the line, and that's how you start and finish. I still think it's going to end up being who's the best presser. Yeah, for sure. So a shorter athlete potentially.
Most of the time, yeah. I don't think of many taller, longer armed guys that are just amazing at handstand push-ups.
I view this as a workout that like maybe not this guy specifically because of his pressing, but like I would look at someone like potentially like Chandler Smith. Just so good at deadlifting, but I don't know how his wall walks are.
Noah's always been a really good deadlifter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the wall complex makes it less about your handstand push-ups. Like it takes away from the people who are known for just being the best handstand push-uppers, and it's more just like wall walks in general and shoulder endurance in general. And with the 60-inch tape line, that's kind of like the similar thing you were saying at the games about the pegboards. Like a longer athlete can just take bigger steps and less steps, and just like the pegboard.
I would agree with the caveat that I wouldn't consider someone like the outlier, like Colton or Scott Tetlow, being someone who would have any advantage taken away because they have the same shoulder endurance that half of the other field has. So their advantage on range of motion alone would make them destroy that movement. Whereas,
well, isn't range of motion on a wall walk when you have a set tape line like that? That's what I'm saying. Like on the pegboard, when you have a set distance you have to cover.
I still think it's so much easier because on the pegboard, you don't have like a strict mandated rep to finish the pegboard. Whereas this is like the handstand push-up for those guys, or even Justin, or even Chandler, like just the range for them is so much shorter than it is for James or Dallin, and they have so much less weight to press out overhead. Like imagine being Jason and Dallin and having to press. And I think Jason's an outlier there too, like a 220-pound guy. He's freakishly good at strict handstand push-ups, but like most 220-pound guys are getting destroyed on that just because of the weight that they have to press.
Well, I don't think, but I think those guys get like a favor done for them, basically, this being complexes as opposed to just 2 rounds of 30 deadlifts and 30 wall-facing handstand push-ups.
I'd agree, but I even still think in this workout, the shorter guys and I want to say smaller relative to the games field do better on this workout still because the deadlift is so much of a shorter range of motion. Like I don't know.
I do think Colton would win this workout. I don't think Colton would win the first workout. But I think he's the outlier, especially the first workout specifically because of his like he self-admittedly has grip strength as a weakness and smaller hands. So
Yeah,
even
I
if
could
he's doing
see
the overhead squats better than anyone else, that whole workout is affecting your grip.
I could see Colton definitely not winning this workout. If I had to pick an athlete to win the workout, it would be like a prototypical Justin Medeiros style of an athlete where like he's 5'8" to 5'9". He's good at most things and he's a really fucking good squatter. Then same here. I mean, he would be another great pick for this workout. He almost won 21.1, the wall walk double under workout, and he's got one of the best deadlifts in the field. Absolutely destroying. But again, he's not an athlete I would consider as big at all. Final workout. Another 12-minute time domain.
I think the second one's shorter than 12 minutes.
I think a lot of people will still not even finish.
What's the time cap on that one?
12 minutes on the middle one.
Oh,
I think there will be guys who don't finish that you're like, wow, I can't believe he didn't finish.
I don't think there will be anyone whose second set of wall complexes take them 3.5 minutes. And anyone, like someone who just like randomly signs up and is at the bottom of the leaderboard, yeah, for sure. But I mean, like anyone in the top 10.
I disagree.
3.5 minutes.
Hey,
you basically get to do singles on purpose.
Yeah, five in a minute.
Singles.
Yeah, guaranteed. I don't know. I would bet a lot on it, especially at that point in the workout. Let's put it this way. If you were to get this done in 3 minutes, you're doing 5 a minute. I think athletes who are really good at wall walks in the context of a workout, like halfway through a workout, doing 5 a minute is like maybe not. Maybe it's 7 a minute is a solid pace.
I think 7 a minute is like.
But now you're adding 5 additional reps there, which adds so much fatigue, and you're taking so much longer at the bottom, even just 2 seconds more at the bottom of each rep. Now you're at 10 seconds of additional rest, plus another 10 seconds of time under tension because you have a press. You get to the wall, you pause for a second, you press out, show extension, then you walk back down. So it's in 5
I guess it
reps.
depends on who the top 10 is, like who's signing up for the road qualifier. But even if you say the top 20 people at the games get invited, or is it top 15 and then 5 qualify out of rogue? I think it is. I would say, yeah.
Heinrich Happelainen, hey, if Ricky were doing this, his last set of wall complexes would take him over 3 minutes.
I don't think so. I think Ricky could do it in less than 3 minutes.
I'd bet I'd bet something on it.
That's what I mean. If it was just wall facing, then I would think Ricky is a worse pick to like be able to do the last round well. But the wall complex, I think, makes it way better for Ricky.
I'm not sure that I believe that because you're only looking at the fact that the distance of wall walk traveled makes it better for a longer range of motion athlete.
I'm not even thinking about the distance for Ricky.
You're thinking
to do singles.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but you're completely discounting how much fatigue each wall walk has on the wall facing handstand pushup. So it's not saying, he's going to fail a handstand pushup, but he's going to rest before he goes up because of how much it hurts coming down and going up, like how hard they are.
I'm not discounting it. That's why I'm saying
so much, and it takes so much time.
I'm not discounting it because I am comparing 15 of those reps to like 30 wall facing.
30 wall facing is 10 times easier than 15 wall complexes. I can do 30 wall facing unbroken any day of the week.
It's faster, yeah, but that doesn't mean that
it is easier. It's easier than 15 wall complexes. For sure. JR?
I'm not good at either one of them. Wall facing handstand push-ups or wall complexes, but I would say 30 is probably like 10 plus 10. I would say 30 wall facing would probably be effort-wise what 10 plus 10 would be, not 15 plus 15.
maybe.
Oh, like 10 complexes.
Yeah, I think 30 probably is closer to 10 complexes than 15. That's what I'm saying.
I think if my fucking life depended on it, I maybe could do 10 wall complexes in a minute. Maybe. I know I could do 30 unbroken, so maybe that's fair. But the extra 5, not only is that longer and harder, but it's exponentially harder. Like every subsequent rep after 7 wall complexes is like a fucking shootout. So I don't know. I just think, and I think anyone who's not one of the fittest on earth and incredibly good at pacing and strategizing the workout will take forever on the final 15. I wonder if, oh yeah, James definitely got an invite. He doesn't have to do these. All right, last workout. 12-minute AMRAP, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, etc. Power cleans, shoulder to overhead, ring muscle ups.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that they're breaking it up into a triplet and it's not clean and jerk, ring muscle up. I think that's cool. I think most people go singles on the clean. What's cool about the shoulder overhead is that you get punished with an extra clean every time you have to put it down. But I wonder what you guys think about the ring muscle up still being the most valuable in the workout. And it's easier to say on the set of 10, say, okay, I'm going to do my 10th power clean into 7, and I'm going to drop, and I'm going to do another clean into 3. I think it's easier to do that than it is to say I'm going to go 7-3 on the rings. I think for most people, it's easier to do that. Like, do you think it's more valuable
easier,
to hold on
to break up the shoulder overhead and go unbroken on the rings?
I think if you can stay on the rings longer, it will get you further in the workout than if you try to do the opposite. Like, I'm going to hold on to the shoulder to overhead because I think that's just going to make the muscle ups harder, which I think is ultimately going to be the deciding factor in the workout. And maybe this is a classic workout where for the females, it's all muscle ups, and for the men, it's actually the shoulder overheads. I don't know.
I don't think the workout's all shoulder to overhead for men. I think it's a pretty balanced workout for men I would say it's balanced between the power clean and shoulder to overhead and the ring muscle up. And then for women, I think it's all ring muscle up. The reason I think it's more balanced for men is just because I think I think what sticks out, and it's obviously this is weightlifting heavy, but again, I think taking into context the field that they are programming to, it's ensuring that you have the requisite strength to compete at the level that they want to compete at. So when we're looking at workouts where I guess you would typically think of a qualifier, an open workout, as being relatively inclusive for a lot of people, it's not at all. It's saying, hey, these are the movements that you have to be able to do under this amount of intensity, etc. And so with these guys, you have to be able to move 185 like it's 155 pounds. And most of the guys, all the guys who qualify will. I think that, to be honest, I mean, man, I don't know. I just don't think that the workout turns into a ring muscle up workout until you get to 8, essentially. So I just want to go through and see kind of what time domain we're looking at by the time you're at 8 ring muscle ups. Let's say 1 power clean, 1 shoulder to overhead is 3 seconds. And then you're at 1 muscle up, you're at 9 seconds. 2 power cleans, you're at 17 seconds. 2 shoulder overheads, you're at 22 seconds. 2 ring muscle ups, and let's call it 30 seconds. Now 3 power cleans, you're at 40 seconds. 3 shoulder overhead, so you're at 45 seconds. And now 3 ring muscle ups, let's call it a minute at this point, being conservative. Then 4, let's say, I don't know, 16 seconds. 4, 25 seconds. 4, let's say you're at a minute 40. Then 5, let's say 20 seconds. I'm being a little conservative. So now you're at 2 minutes. 5, let's say 12 seconds. So you're at 212. 5 muscle ups. So let's say you're at 230. Now 6, let's say 24 seconds. 254. 6 shoulder to overhead, say 310, 6 muscle ups. Let's say 330. Oh my God.
I think you're counting fast.
You do? What do you think, JR? Too fast?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, dude. I think you're gonna be through the round of 6 by 4 minutes.
I think there's so much interference here. Like, and then you have to think about when they're doing this. Now, only being 3 is kind of nice because you could do all 3 and then you could redo. I don't think you'd want to redo the 20s workout.
Definitely.
But like overhead squat, wall complex, shoulder to overhead, ring muscle up. Depending on when you do this, like your shoulders and triceps just maybe smoked. So
I think you do this workout first.
How far do you think the best people get in this?
Dude, I think the best people will be through 6 reps at 4 fucking minutes. The round of 6.
So through 10 is 55 of everything. So
you have to go so slow to start to not be through 6 in 4 minutes. And so, oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, through the round of 6 is only 21 of everything. Once you get to the round of 10, you're at 55. So how far do you think people get?
I know. Well, I'm just, come on, trying to get the math done in my head. I think the rounds of 6, you're done at 4 minutes. I think the round of 7, you're done at 5:45. I think the round of 8, you're done at 8 minutes. I think the round of 9 is like, man, I would be shocked if anyone got through the round of 11. I don't know.
I think maybe even less than that.
Well, if we just said you finish the round of 10 and that's 55 reps of each, that's 165 reps divided by 12. Let's see. I don't know, 13 reps a minute. It seems like a lot with the power clean and the muscle up, but the shoulder to overhead is such a fast cycle rate. I don't know. I think people will definitely get into the round of 11. I don't think anyone's getting out of it.
Do you think handstand walk and ring muscle up is harder, or shoulder to overhead ring muscle up is harder?
Shoulder to overhead and ring muscle up.
I think these ring muscle ups are going to be really hard for people. Like, I think, how on the quarterfinals workout, people were just like, okay, yeah, we're just doing 3s. After we get to the round of 12, we're just going to do 3s the whole time. I think it's going to turn into that for a lot of people on this workout. Remember, that workout only had 50 feet of handstand walk every round, and the back squats went up. So I just think this workout will ultimately be, how do you manage the rings? I think so.
I think people are also going to power clean really slow to do big sets on the shoulder overhead and ring muscle up. And I think, like your first question, JR, about, if people are going to break the rings or break the shoulder overhead and do extra cleans and stuff like that. I think because of the extra clean, people try to go for bigger sets on the shoulder overhead. And I also think that people who have been doing CrossFit for a while, so like the people who are important in this qualifier, know how to break ring muscle ups really quickly. Because people can break barbell movements really quickly and get back on them. But, it's like kind of like a thing that when you break on harder gymnastic skills, people take longer breaks. But I think, especially recently, people who aren't typically as good at muscle ups have gotten a lot better at just managing their fatigue in them, like the last couple of years.
Yeah, from a programming standpoint of all 3 of these workouts, I really do think the order that you do them in is so athlete specific. Like, if you're someone who knows that the wall facing handstand push-ups are going to be the make or break for you as far as qualifying, you have to do that first, meaning that these are going to be done after you have some of that pressing fatigue. I think this one causes a lot more wear and tear than the deadlift one. So, like,
this workout rapes the fuck out of people. I would 100% do it first.
Yeah, I think most people are not going to want to do the first one again. So if that's the case, why don't you just do it last? It's the most wear and tear. Just do it at the end.
Oh, I don't know.
Because one thing we don't see here is we really don't have a lot of pulling. We have 2 hanging movements, but we don't have a lot of pulling gymnastics wise. We have the muscle up and then we have the 100 toes to bar. So the grip in the first workout, I don't think that part of it is going to affect these workouts very much at all. Like there's not a rope climb workout. There's not a chest to bar workout or a bar muscle up workout. I just think that you don't have to really worry about what it's going to do to your grip, because I don't think this workout or the deadlift workout are really going to be an issue of grip for anybody. It's going to be all pressing fatigue here. It's going to be all pressing fatigue on the deadlift workout. And then it's going to be all overhead squat. There's a lot of overhead.
It's a whole weekend to do them. Oh yeah, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. I would
think you do the first one first.
I like
first one first.
I like this workout first, just because I'm thinking of like, okay, wow.
I think they did a good job with them, that we're trying to figure out what the best order is going to be. So that's probably a good thing.
I think actually maybe you'd want to do workout 2 first, because any soreness and fatigue that you have for these is going to make them exponentially harder, I think. Versus,
I think it's between 1 and 2, 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think you can afford to do the wall facing one after all the shoulder overhead and ring.
Definitely
muscle.
not.
You know what? With a day or 2 in between, maybe I'm wrong. I just wouldn't want to do that. I would not want to do the wall facing one after I've done 55 shoulder overhead. And 55.
Yeah, 100% right. I think the wall facing workout has to come first to me. And then maybe you're right. This workout next, and then this workout to finish. This is the workout that requires, I think, the least amount of like strict strength relative to you can use athleticism and hip extension and your ability to cycle a barbell or have good technique, and your ability to kip out of the dip and have good technique a ton in that workout. Whereas there's nothing other than strength here. And then I think, I don't know, holding on to the squats is like, it's like you can't kip a fucking overhead squat or a dumbbell step over.
I think it's just up to the athlete if they do 1 or 2 first, but I think between those 2, there's not a right answer for like the general person.
I do. I'm going in from 100 overhead squats into those the next day. I think if you have any soreness in your upper body going into those, I'm not just talking about the 1 rep itself being exponentially harder, but you getting to 10 reps and hitting a complete wall versus you getting to 10 reps and be able to continue to grind it out. But
those would make me more sore than the overhead squats would.
But I can do, I wouldn't get sore from this. And I'm not saying I would get sore from the overhead squats, but if there's any muscle fatigue or tiredness in your upper body, you're going to do 30 wall complexes minutes slower than if you're fresh. Minutes. Whereas if I go into overhead squats sore, they just hurt more. It's not like I'm not breaking overhead squats because my shoulders are sore. I don't know. I think this is a classic example of all of the quarterfinals where there was that one really high power output test, and you're a little bit, I don't know, maybe not scared of it, but like, it's a shorter workout. I don't have to do it first. I can always get up for 2 minutes. And then by the end of the weekend or after a workout, you get to it and you're like, damn, I wish I would have done this one first, because that energy system and that shorter time domain is just so dependent on being fresh. Whereas this isn't, I don't think, anywhere near as dependent on being fresh.
Yeah, I think with the totality of the pressing and the overhead movements of the whole weekend, the fact that has a strict pressing movement that you can't fake your way out of, you would probably be better off doing it first, especially for the females, because I think there's a lot more separation in general on wall facing handstand push-ups and stuff like ring muscle ups. It usually happens that way. Legless rope climbs, there's way bigger gaps and there are way less really, really fit athletes. A lot of people already signed up. We can go to the leaderboard and look and see who's doing it.
Oh, we can? Is that on Rogue's website?
Yeah, just put in like Rogue Q and you should come to that.
Leaderboard. The leaderboard. Pick the year. Oh, it's not there. Leaderboard. Oh, can I just go to register now, maybe? Bruh. Oi, bruv. Where'd you find the leaderboard? JR?
Do what?
Where did you find the leaderboard?
Just go to like put in.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hang it up, dude. Fuck. I'll fall asleep reading that fucking name. All this. Bailey Martin. Wow. Crikey.
Are you sharing the screen?
Oh, I thought I was. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was yawning about. I was like, holy shit, hang it up, pal. Travis Mayer, Andres Calderon. Don't know who that is. Uldis Upendix. Big Dick Ull. Callum Clements, games athlete this year. Don't know him. Where is that? That's a German flag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nathan Bland. Bailey Martin. What are you, fucking cunt?
Cool to see Bailey make it.
Bailey Martin. How's your heart, mate? He's an athlete that I think absolutely destroys the first workout. And not a big athlete. But an athlete that has a 400-pound clean.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty freaky.
I think you would absolutely like. That's the prototypical athlete I see that wins that first workout. I honestly, if there's any of the workouts that benefit being a big dude, it's the final workout, because I think bigger guys have gotten good enough at muscle ups, like Bryson was saying, to manage their fatigue. But a 185 clean and a 185 shoulder overhead is so much fucking easier for you if you're 210 pounds than it is if you're 190.
Was Uldis hurt all of 2025?
I don't know.
I think he was. I think he
hurt
was.
his fucking Slim Jim. How many people are they taking? Do we know?
I haven't heard.
I would guess 5. I think it's been 5 the last couple of years.
I don't even think they announced though what their field is this year. Maybe they've expanded it from like 20 to 30.
This is a pretty stacked field. Nicolas Bedon, Henry Matthews, Fabian Benito, Guillaume Bouillon, Yorios Garabes, and then go back to page 1. Travis Mayer, Uldis Upendix, Callum Clements, Bailey Martin, Jorge Fernandez. I guess that's it. Your program.
George Fernandez. Do you think that is there anyone that you guys can think of, I guess, that we think is going to sign up who's not signed up yet? Like
No
off the top of your head?
Yeah, no idea.
I mean, I'm sure a lot more people will sign up, but I'm just trying to think of anyone. Like, does Vellner get invited?
Vellner?
Yeah.
Of course he got invited.
If you go to the Rogue, if you go to like you just put in like Rogue Invitational leaderboard where it has like their qualification leaderboard.
Yeah, I'll pull that up in a moment. Oh wow, Elisa Fuliano. Okay, Rogue Invitational. Where are you, mate? Crikey, mate. Here we go.
That's the in-person.
Rogue point system.
Yo.
Welcome to the point system that's completely arbitrary and dumb. All years. Who are we looking at? We were looking at men.
I guess if they take points from WFP, Velner's probably is getting invited.
He's going to be really high up anyway, I think.
Oh, God. James won the fucking games last year, and he's got 1,000 less points. What? Dude.
So we know Colton got an invite. So and I think he's underneath Happalainen. So keep going down and see how far down they went.
Colton was the first one I saw.
So
No, this isn't.
what?
Do you have to make it for 2025?
I think it's just
Colton's
over.
11th. Colton's 11th in one of the sorting ways.
Okay, I thought it was just overall, like with because
right.
do they take into account?
This is 2025. Colton's 10th.
Do they only take into account the calendar year?
I don't know.
I don't know if people know, but I don't know.
Holy fuck, this is crazy.
But if he was the first announcement and he's 21st,
hey, how the fuck is WFP? How the fuck is WFP right here, but Crash isn't? Are you kidding me? Dude, I can't wait to take the foreskin off and fuck the shit out of the World Fitness Project.
No, there's only been like a handful of games athletes that have come through and done Crash.
Dude, WFP's a fucking joke. You can just stop a workout halfway through and say your shit's broken and you'll win the fucking workout, bro. Oh, yeah, it gives me 100 points for Rogue.
or if you no rep your last lunge, you'll still get fourth if you complain about it.
Holy fuck, that's so dumb. I'm going to say it here, and I'll say it again, probably in 100 different ways over the next few months, but I was right all along about the World Fitness Project. I'm going to be telling all of you that I told you so. It's a horrible business venture. It's not going to succeed. The people who are running it are fucking crooks and terrible people. All they've wanted to do from the start is to take over the CrossFit Games. They haven't been honest with anyone about it, but amongst themselves they are. They started an affiliation program that charged affiliates money to let affiliates tell them how to provide value for the money that they paid. That sounds like some fucking retard Mary Kay makeup salesman type shit. You're a challenger trying to earn a pro card, and you don't even know what the fuck that means. What is a pro card? What do you get for having a pro card? What's the contractual obligation? What's the fucking dollar amount that you make? Why is it so valuable? Why the fuck would I sacrifice my opening game season for a fucking stupid Pokemon card I don't know anything about?
Hey,
if you're one of the last thing, hold on. If you're one of the people who from the start is saying, man, you guys are so negative. You're just haters. You're just haters. No, I don't like entities and organizations that fucking take advantage of half-wits. And just like every good CrossFit athlete, you will basically suck a dick behind Fuddruckers for $1. Hey, dude, before Kill Taylor or anything, I was an unbarred coffee athlete. You would put whatever fucking you think is going to get you $1 in front of your name. They are taking advantage of these fucking athletes, beating them into the fucking ground, not giving them shit, but a horrible competition experience worth no fucking money. Fuck that, dude. I'd rather suck cock behind Fuddruckers than fucking get paid to be a World Fitness athlete. Holy shit. At least you meet cool people with crazy stories.
Barclay said he thinks they take in the previous 5 years into account, so we can probably just search all.
Yeah.
But then Colton's 21st and Heinrich's 20th. So what have they expanded the field?
I bet.
Or a lot of people, some people above them may decline too.
Yeah.
Jeff didn't decline. Jason didn't decline. Ricky didn't.
I don't know. Jeff may have. He didn't compete this past weekend because he said it was banged up, right?
Oh, man, maybe.
But keep scrolling.
I
But
think
yeah, I don't
Jeff is
see
gonna
many
hey,
over there.
I think Jeff is gonna take off every competition until this next games and win.
I could see that. Keep scrolling.
He also had it was cool to have a conversation with him at the games. That why won't it let me fucking
I mean, all of them are going, dude. All of them are going.
That's what I'm saying. And I okay, so let's say Jeff didn't go. 1, 2.
Well, that would be 1 then. Oh no, I guess we need 6 because they would invite 15.
1, 2, 3, 4. They're going. Roman's going. Jay's going. Patrick is definitely going. Patrick Del Nil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had a dream that Pat Vellner called me a cuck. Isn't that crazy? 8, 9. Do you think Jan is going?
Yes.
He's
Probably.
been getting the brakes beaten off him. 10, 11 for Hatfield, 12 for Quant, 13
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Noah, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, he signed up for the queue. There's no way they're taking into account all years. Why would he sign up for the qualifier, you know? Wrong, Barclay. Wrong.
But so then at Colton's 10th, are they inviting 10 people from the qualifier and inviting 10 people from the rankings? Because that seems dumb.
No. See, Colton's 10th, and now Heinrich's even lower in this year. Guys, I think it's finally time to accept that they don't have any information on how they're inviting people anywhere, and they do whatever the fuck they want. That's the fact.
Well, that's what it used to be, and they
It
would
still
just
is that.
admit that.
They tore fucking Heinrich's Achilles, and after that event last year, like, don't worry, we'll let you compete next year no matter what. Invite. And that's fine. I'm not blaming them for that.
I actually
But I
can't
don't-
believe that.
Yeah, but I don't want to fucking sit here and try to fucking decipher fucking, the Da Vinci Code of how the fuck they send their invites out. They send them to whoever the fuck they want.
Well, if they used to do that, why would they not just keep doing that?
They do. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're going back. This last year was the first time they had the point system. Rogue purposely doesn't say a number. Yeah, they purposely don't say a lot of shit. That's fine. They're inviting whoever the fuck they want. Hey, and if you're listening, Beer and Katie. Look, Kalian, you better fucking invite that guy. Ty Jenkins, invite that guy. Even I'll even you should invite Chris too. Harry fucking Lightfoot, you better invite that guy. But you know what I don't give a fuck about? We don't want to watch the following athletes. Anyone from Europe except for Harry. So this guy, meh. Italy doesn't count. Invite Enrico. Yeah. See, look, this, no. I'd rather watch Guilherme Madieros, and that's crazy for me to say. Definitely don't. Oh, you should invite Sam Cornelier. Holy
Jeez.
What did he get points for? Oh, because his open finish. His open finish was so high. That's why.
Please invite Kale. Oh, God damn.
Oh, he's only 29.
Boy, that is fucking crazy, though. That is crazy.
We're looking for you.
That's what I was
Yeah,
about to
dude.
ask.
Did they remove me from the leaderboard because of my peptide use? How is Kale higher than Luca? Oh my God, dude. Oh my freaking good. I was never on this leaderboard, but that's crazy that Kale fucking Lehman is higher than Luka Jukic. Fucking crazy. Alexander Caron. He'd be fun to watch. Bailey Martin. I think you should invite him. Oh, he's in the qualifier. I still think you should invite him. How about Victor Hoffer injuring his fucking knee at WFP?
Sucks.
What kind of injury do you think it is? He speaks like no English, so it's impossible to tell. Basically, I injured my knee before the event, and that's all I got.
It's the way he was talking about it. I would assume it's not like super serious, but just something he needs to like.
Yeah. When I hear knee injury, I think fucking the worst. But maybe it just like I don't know. I don't like. What do you do to a? pull, strain your quad tendon or like your fucking, I don't know, quad in general. I don't know. Tweak your MCL or something. No idea. JR, do you know what it is?
No, I was just thinking about how bad just rupturing your Achilles would be. And I think it would be the worst injury to have.
Yeah.
100%.
It just takes so long to recover, regardless of what method you get to fix it, and just the length of time it takes just to be able to like jump on a plate and do stuff like that. It's just
Hey, did you guys invite Kale because of he qualified for syndicate and
no, it was based on your finish at a semifinal in person, unless you had won Crucible before.
Bo, didn't he finish? Oh shit, I won.
He finished
Can
last.
Can I get an invite?
All the people who won Crucible before? Did you invite everyone who's won Crucible before?
Yeah, I didn't message people who I knew were retired. Like Kalarina Key won the first year. Like she doesn't compete anymore, so I didn't message her. And like Shelby Neal had bad rhabdo recently, so I didn't message her. But like all the other winners, I did.
You didn't message me
I didn't message Luke. Because
or me.
You asked me if you could do it, and I said no.
That's fucked up. Don't put me on blast like that, dude. I didn't legitimately ask you, dude.
No, you were like, hey, can I compete can I not compete because I'm banned? And I said, correct.
Damn, dude. I tore my labia major. It's crazy. Oh, did Colton get an invite?
Yeah, he's a past champ, but he got his invite.
Someone's asking for Rogue.
Did he win? Oh yeah, that's right.
He got an invite.
He got an invite.
Yeah. Hey, go rewind the episode, Sevons. You missed the whole good part of the episode because you were listening to Sue's basically fondle a pedophile taking a hike. This guy was hiking, a hiking pedo, and you missed me freaking stuffing a fat one 12 inches deep into Bryson for the first 30 minutes of the show.
Is that how y'all's arguments go in person?
Taylor's way more of a dick on the podcast. and he mischaracterizes me. He always says when we're on the podcast, he won't let me talk, and he acts like I was extremely mad about something that I wasn't mad about. That's what he always does.
No, that's what you always do, bro. You always, all of you guys, pick me out.
All of you guys, if you saw the rogue workouts, because I was asking if you wanted me to title the Shut Up and Scribble show the Rogue Qualifier workouts, and you tell the story like I have any weight into how good the Rogue Qualifier workouts are programmed, like I care.
There's no kissing. We just play with pocket pussy a little bit.
Hey, and we got pretty deep into these workouts and we argued, so we're already over an hour in. But what we want to do, because there was so much conversation from within our groups about programming, especially recently at the games, we want to go back and start at 2013, and we want to basically look at all the regionals programming and the games programming for that same year, and we just want to go through and systematically break them down and look at biases and just kind of how when the years have gone on, how the programming has shifted, and in what year maybe did it shift.
Taylor, why did you say you don't want to do 2013?
Oh, I just said there were 4 years that I specifically wanted to do more, but I'm down to start with 2013. I really like that idea, and here it is right now. I mean, we could just this first day is crazy. Squat.
Dude, the way they write these out and put them on the website is even so much better than anything they've done in the last couple of years.
Yeah. Hey, Jenna.
There are a couple of years that don't have this graphic, and I get so angry when I have to go to
use this. It's so
WAD,
easy to
whatever,
do.
and you know what I'm talking about, the
Canva.
WAD.
WAD bottom, wadbutt.com. I don't know. Fucking WAD whatever proof.
Hey, if you see a competition at a high level, 4 workouts with squatting in it, you're already going to be like, it's all squatting. It's biased to the squatting. Overhead squat ladder,
fucking
thrusters,
ass pound amount of
pistols,
squatting.
wall balls, squat cleans. Yep.
The good old days. God damn. 100 wall balls, 100 single leg squats, 45, 50 thrusters, fucking overhead squats, squat cleans, overhead walking lunge.
Hey, but look at that in 2013 that they were doing 8 rope climbs to a 14-foot, and they were doing 16 squat cleans at 225. And look at the weight for the women back then. That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, that's tarded.
Like, even if that was legless now, people would be like, it should be 4. It should be 4 rounds of 4 legless and 4 squat cleans. You know what I mean? Like, especially going to that 14-foot height.
It's just a regular rope climb.
It's nuts. Yeah.
Sevon says 1 machine.
Yep. No running, because we're not going to count the 100-foot down the lane, so no running.
And I don't want to say it's irrelevant, the 1K row, but Jackie is so much like how fast can you do the thrusters and pull-ups at the end? Like, damn.
Really? I feel it.
I mean, Jason Kalipa has like a great Jackie time, yeah, but I think he's an anomaly that is such a good squatter and probably did none of his thrusters to full range of motion to standard while being a good rower. But like, I would take Matt Fraser on this workout over Brent Fikowski.
Hey, dude, listen, you got fast deadlifts, box jump, open the hip at the top, 50 empty bar thrusters, 100 pistols. They didn't care at all about movements that were hard to judge back then. I would never program those just because I don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean?
I feel like saying that you would take Matt Frazier in a workout though is just like he was just that much fitter.
Okay. I would take fucking. Fuck, I don't fucking know, dude. I would take fucking. I wouldn't take Austin over Roman. That's for sure. So maybe I don't know. I just think it's not a crazy workout. We're like, oh, it's all row.
I don't think it's all row at all. But I also
that's what I'm saying. It's placed well.
Relevant.
Do you guys remember watching this chipper? They did the double unders, then dove underneath the wall. Do you remember that?
Oh, so for the handstand push-ups?
Yeah, they went underneath and went to the other side.
Hey, they had to do something. Didn't they have to do something similar in the 2018 chipper or the 2018 chipper? After they got off the bike, they had to go under the wall to get to the handstand push-ups, I believe.
Maybe so.
I feel like I really, really remember that. I like that. It was like, what the fuck?
Hey, but it's kind of interesting, like, other than that front rack lunge and up and over to finish the workout at the games, this is like the last time I can remember in an individual CrossFit Games programmed competition them using the axle bar until this year.
Yeah, I just hate how they used it this year. Deadlifts is so fucking dumb and gay. It was just like, bleh. It was bland. It was so bland.
I don't hate it because I hate the axle bar deadlifts. I hate it that was like the crazy thing.
That's what I mean. I hate that they wasted the axle bar on a fucking deadlift.
I don't think it's a waste of the axle bar. I think it's a waste of the thing that makes the games different. Like, I think it's a waste of the special part of the games or like the thing they've never done before. But I like using the axle bar for deadlifts.
Hey guys, we got a crazy twist. We're adding 100 meters to each run and another 50 foot of handstand walking to make it the grind that we said it was going to be when that slow guy who sucks at CrossFit was testing our
No,
workouts.
You take away a 50 foot of handstand walk.
No, they added it.
I thought they took away the second half of the last one.
They added it.
The last round was 150 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Crazy twist, bro.
When you look at light squat, heavy squat, light pull from the floor, heavy pull from the floor. Do you like that? How he would do that back then? Or I know that's one thing, Taylor, you said you really don't like is when you see the same movement pattern repeated in consecutive workouts. Do you mind that now, or do you care?
Oh,
like seeing all the snatches and then doing heavier hinge.
Hey,
after that.
dude, that I think would ass pound. I don't think I would be ass pounded in any way going from Jackie into event 2, depending on the turnaround time, right? If they're like, hey, you have 10 minutes, then we're going in this fucking 7-minute ladder, I'd be fucked. But after that 100 shipper going into event 5, you are in a brutal state of existence. 100. This is 2013, dude. That's 100 snatches with the
That
70.
day holds up. That Saturday still holds up. You could program that now, and it's still a nasty.
That workout right now would fucking annihilate people. Still, 100 snatches with the 70 to finish a workout. Dude, what?
So good. Yeah. And back then, no one knew how to touch and go the dumbbell, so they're all doing singles, alternating at the end.
Fuck, that's crazy. 100 singles.
That is insane.
Yeah. And dude,
I like
NorCal Classic used that 21:15.9 in their qualifier this year. Like that workout still holds up. It's just a nasty good workout.
Yeah.
I like how the old regionals were like just all a fuck ton of CrossFit shit.
Yep.
It wasn't like even now some of the workouts that are mixed modal in semifinals, there's like the long endurance test, like the 800
right.
10 jerk workout is still like, oh, this is the long endurance workout, but it's not just like everything should just be a bunch of fucking CrossFit, and you do that kind of shit when you get to the games.
We're not the fucking IF3, dude. We're not the International Functional Fitness Fuckery Fetter Function, whatever the fuck it's called, where we have the gymnastics test. The way I hate that.
Same.
Well, very well said. This is so refreshing to look at 6 workouts and be like, damn, those are all just a good fucking raw, dry butt fucking.
Dude, and it's not that like, you know, we all know these workouts and stuff, but even just seeing them all like this, it just makes me like want to work out. Like it makes CrossFit.
I'm gonna rape the shit out of myself
cool,
tomorrow. Man. Hey, Kill Taylor's on Sunday. I'm gonna go into a dark hole tomorrow all day. I spent fucking 4 hours today listening to that fucking asshole Suze's advice about Intuit QuickBooks. Probably some fucking shit he heard on a Hormozy podcast. I didn't work out at all, and I want to pull my non-existent fucking hair out of my skull. I'm not even gonna be able to sleep. I'm doing all these tomorrow.
What would you guys think if NorCal did this or any competition did this?
It'd be it would hold up, just like JR said.
You know how I feel about the hundreds type workouts. I think it's cool, but
if they did it,
if NorCal just did
competition,
oh shit,
I think that would be sick.
Hey, I think that
fuck.
something. I think something too that most people don't even know is that 2 and 3 were not 100. They were single modality and they were 50 pointers that year.
Oh, that's crazy.
Even better.
So they did them back to back and they were 50s.
That's awesome. 2 minutes to rotate to event 3. Yeah. Hey, this is how I think they should do them and how I think they should change them. Also, look at individual event 1. This is the more you look at it, the more retarded it gets. Honestly, I hate to say it, but 30 pull-ups, 30 pull-ups, 100 chest to bar pull-ups.
I was gonna say, dude, we like them because it's like the good old days, but they're in the front rack 3 times.
But also, those 30
no, actually, they're in the front rack 4 times. I really don't like that.
It should be 1K row. 50 reps of like 35-pound dumbbell thrusters, 35s and 25s. And then maybe, I don't know.
I get wanting to do Jackie though. And if that's like the problem you run into, it's like, oh, we want them to do chest to bar on the next day though. It's like, God, those 30 pull-ups don't fucking matter. And I'd much rather be able to do Jackie and say, hey, we're doing Jackie, than have to change it and you'd be like, oh, this was.
Here's the easy change. You just do Jackie with dumbbells and chest to bars, and you make the chest to bar toes to bar, and then then you do what do you do with the toes to bar? You make them GHD sit-ups.
I think you do GHDs in the hundreds.
Ooh,
you do 30. You do 30 chest to bar.
That workout is a billion times harder if you make it GHDs.
Yeah,
but I'm fine with it. I think if you make that workout GHDs, you actually here that's probably the right thing to do. Leave Jackie as is, leave 2 and 3 as is, GHDs for event 4, and then on event 7 they need to be legless rope climbs, and then a 155 squat clean and oh fuck, that's oof, woof. So, anyways, Kill Taylor's on Sunday. In case you didn't hear it, I think there's a post going out tomorrow, and then the workout will be released again a full 24 hours in advance. That's Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. You're going to get the workout, and you're going to get an opportunity to win $1,000 on Sunday. You're not going to win it. The workout is custom tailored to my fitness capacity at this moment in time. Beautiful workout, impeccable piece of programming, super fun, very engaging. It's not going to be a boring workout. You guys are going to love it. Excellent. You're going to love it. Just like every workout on Sentinel, basically. And WPTH. Half the Kill Taylor workouts I get from JR.
He hasn't done one of mine in a long time.
He wouldn't have lost to Scott Tetlow if he did.
Fuck you. I would have lost to someone else. That was a bad, bad day. I was on the brink. I was on the emotional brink that day, buddy. Let me just tell you.
This kind of stuff makes me like wonder what Dave thinks now when he programs.
I think he has brain rot. I think he's got a worm.
He has type 3 diabetes.
Probably.
So next week we need to pull these up just as a refresher, and then we need to pull up 2013 games and look at them.
Okay. I really want to say the Kill Taylor workout.
You should.
Say it.
Should I?
Yeah.
Seven.
What is knowing the workout a little bit early give anyone?
Well, if someone knows it tonight, they can definitely try it tomorrow.
Well, you're going to, aren't you? Or did you try it today?
No, I'm gonna try. I didn't do shit today because of fucking QuickBooks.
Hey, when is lunging or squatting gonna make its debut?
One of them will make its debut on Sunday.
This week?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
He's done lunging before.
Yeah, but not this season.
Yeah, not recently. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good workout. It's a cool workout. This is going to be my wiener, and if you call in, that's what's going to happen to you.
You should say one of the movements with the number of reps.
Ooh.
Hey,
Just get people wet.
Look at that. Look at that hundreds chipper.
Mm-hmm.
If you had two 35s and both heads had to touch the floor like you do with one dumbbell, do you think it's easier or harder?
Way fucking harder.
I kind of like that movement.
That's cool.
It's light too, but I like it to where you have to touch both heads like a dumbbell snatch, where you can't just touch the one head.
Mm.
And no, that's not any kind of hint. I think even
dual kettlebell hang snatches with 35s are harder than the 70-pound dumbbell. But maybe I'm an anomaly.
I don't think so.
What? Dude, I could do 100 unbroken with the 70. I'm not doing 100 unbroken with the 35s.
Okay,
No.
I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying. I thought you were saying the opposite. Yeah, because there's just not the same grip fatigue with a single.
Right. You can hook grip.
And rest one hand half the time.
Hey, dude, I didn't need any of these guys to laugh at this one, okay? I knew the audience was laughing, okay? My cock, your face, Sunday. But yeah, I do like when you laugh at my jokes.
So you already said one of the movements.
I didn't. Did I?
Okay.
Oh, I said either squatting or lunging.
Okay.
One of the movements is in this 100s chipper, but I bet you can't guess it. You get it. You only have 4 guesses.
I mean, I know what I hope it is, and I know what it definitely isn't.
What do you hope it is?
It's definitely not the pistols.
Right.
I hope it's wall ball,
No, it's not wall ball.
and I hope it's not dumbbell snatches.
It's chest to bars.
Oh, buddy, it's been a while since you've done those. That's good.
Chest to bars.
Usually do toes to bar.
Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I've done a chest to bar, but I know I'm really stinking good at them. So, and it's a good. They're placed very, very particularly, and it's a big set. It's a good chunk. Hope I'm not too fat to do them.
That's a movement that just doesn't get any love anymore.
I know, and I was thinking about that. I was like, why the fuck haven't I done pull-ups in forever? So, I'm gonna do like maybe 200 tomorrow just to make sure I'm still good at them.
I just enjoy doing strict pull-ups way more.
I like doing pegboards and rope climbs a lot.
Same.
But
I think it's
nothing.
a lot healthier for people's shoulders than
It is.
swing.
But nothing jacks your heart rate up like coming off a huge set of chest to bar.
True.
JR, do you still stick to your rule of doing chest to bar only twice a year?
Yeah, like I'll only do them if they come up in the open, or like if there's a workout program that's partner and my partner is going to do them, and I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll do them. I just don't. Yeah. I can just do regular chin over the bar strict pull-ups and do the same sets that whoever's doing chest to bar with me.
Right.
So.
Damn, that's savage. First strict pull up of ever for Carla.
That's cool.
Woo!
One of those things too that once you get, it takes a while maybe to get one, but then after you get 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, just come way faster.
Why 60? I'll give you this hint, Tristan. It's 4 movements, not 2. It's a chipper, and it's not an up and back chipper, so it's just a one-time through, and it's a descending rep. And it's either lunging or squatting, and there's definitely chest to bars in it.
Trying to think of your favorite rep schemes and what would make sense there.
All right, and with that, so the workout JR is 4 time